Our year-long review, Mazda CX-70, has left us, and honestly, we're not Saudi won't sugarcoat it. After spending a full year with the Mazda CX-70, it didn't turn out the way we expected. By the end of its long-term stay, it was one of the more disappointing vehicles I've overseen at Motor Trend. While there were definitely things to like, the daily frustrations eventually outweighed the positives. We truly put the CX-70 through its paces. Over 12 months, we logged more than 20,000 miles daily commuting. Weekend errands, long road trips from Los Angeles to Houston and back, and plenty of family hauling during the holidays. It saw highways, cities, deserts, and mountains. And while there were some good moments, several issues kept popping up and became hard to ignore. What went wrong? The biggest problem was how the CX-70 behaved at low speeds. The mild hybrid system and Mazda's 8-speed automatic transmission just didn't work smoothly together, especially when cold. Nearly every morning, pulling out of the garage meant dealing with abrupt shifts from first to second gear. On top of that, the starter generator would shut the engine off almost immediately after it fired up, right when it felt like it was settling in. The result? Head toss, jerky movement, and instant frustration before the commute even started. Things improved once the SUV warmed up. But even then, occasional rough shifts remained. What made this more concerning was that we noticed similar behavior in our long-term CX-90 plug-in hybrid. That suggests that transmission itself may be the real issue. And that's not something you want to hear. It wasn't just one driver complaining either. Nearly every staffer who drove the CX-70 noticed the same problems. Other annoyances added up over time: steering that felt overly stiff, an intermittent headlights malfunction warning that never led to an actual fix, infotainment glitches, and cabin rattles near the B pillars that became noticeable toward the end of the year. The face recognition system, meant to load driver profiles automatically, worked maybe a handful of times. Most days, we were stuck wading through long loading screens or error messages just to access basic settings. What went right, to be fair? The CX-270 isn't without its strengths. It looks great inside and out. The interior feels upscale. Soft materials and an elegant design that often made passengers think it was a luxury SUV. Comfort was another plus, especially on longer trips, because it shares its dimensions with the 3-row CX-90. Second row space is generous, and cargo room is massive. That made it a popular choice for road trips among staff, traveling through California, Texas, Arizona, Utah, Colorado, and beyond. On the highway, the CX-70 was at its best. The cabin stayed quiet, the suspension felt well-tuned, and the 3.3-liter turbocharged inline-six delivered strong performance. With 340 horsepower, it felt confident at speed and handled long drives with ease. When pushed, could even be fun, very much in line with Mazda's Zoom Zoom. Image ownership costs and final verdict maintenance costs were reasonable, totaling just over $200 for the year, and our local Mazda dealer was refreshingly honest. Fuel economy landed close to EPA estimates, and overall running costs were average for this segment. Still, after everything we experienced, I wouldn't recommend the Mazda CX-70 to friends or family. The constant low-speed issues and daily annoyances simply overshadow its strengths. In a competitive midsize SUV market, there are better, smoother, and more refined options available. Mazda is clearly aiming up market. And the CX-70 looks the part, but the substance just isn't there yet. For a brand known for reliability and solid build quality, this one missed the mark.